All right. So number two, I think I sent to you as conversion.io, but the one I want to talk about is actually conversion.ai. And this tool is kind of unreal. So I really want to dive into this one. So
how are we pronouncing this? Is it conversion?
Well, all of these, conversion.ai is what I think it is, because it's basically this tool called Jarvis. And Jarvis uses AI and I guess I would imagine some sort of machine learning to write high quality copy for ads, emails, websites, blogs, etc. So this is something that we're going to test. We're going to see who's better at writing blog posts. Mustafa, myself, or versus the robots and the machines, which I have a feeling the machines are 100% going to win. But
you want us to sign up right now and try, or do we do this offline?
Yeah, we should. I mean, I'm definitely signing up for this one. But they do a ton of stuff. But the reason I was kind of excited to check this out is this was really popular. I fell down a TikTok rabbit hole of content creation. And a lot of people do this for branding. So they pump out articles, but this helps you auto generate a lot using top keywords. So I thought this was just a really interesting way to, write copy, because writing gets difficult and it can be really hard to, just continue to think of ideas to write with. So even if this gave you some sort of kickstart to get the blog post written, I think this is a really cool tool. So I'm going to sign up and test it out, but I wanted to get your thoughts. Do you think that, what I'm curious is, do you think you'll be able to tell that this is not written by a human, or do you think it's going to come across as a little bit too stale, or do you think that it's seen enough examples that it's going to come across as fairly human?
Well, as you're talking, I was trying to sign up. It looks like you have to pay to actually use it. So it'll be interesting to actually see a demo before you actually to understand how it actually works or suggests these things.
Yeah, we can pull it up on YouTube too, because there's a conversion.ai.
Let's see.
Jarvis, if you just
boss
search
mode.
that.
So I'm just looking at the link. It says boss mode. Turn on boss mode to activate the control of AI and write 2 times faster. The thing is, it's what is the language that they're basing it on? Is it American English, English? That would be interesting to see. I mean, there's a tool that GitHub released recently where what Microsoft, who now owns GitHub, did was they looked at all of the public repos to create better autocomplete for coding. And so some developers have found this really amazing. There's some controversy that it's basing its patterns on other people's code, but that's a separate issue, I guess. But it's an interesting thing where you auto-completing not just the words, as you might get when now you see writing apps do that, but actually completing entire sentences and maybe even a paragraph based on previous things that you've written or similar things that other people have written. I suppose if it's an explainer type article where you're trying to explain a complicated thing in simple language, something like that can be quite helpful, because having analogies might be simple for you to understand, but not necessarily for your wider audience. But I think when it comes to say if you're writing a novel or something that's more emotional based, I'm not sure if a tool like this would actually be useful, if it will make you write in a way that doesn't feel natural to you.
Yeah, that's kind of my concern too, is that if you're going after a broad audience on a topic that just has an explainer, it probably works well. But yeah, I guess the whole value prop of the tool is high quality copy. So I would love to see some examples. So we'll have to do a little bit more digging on this one, but if you want to check it out, it's called conversion.ai, and the gist of it is
Jarvis
that it
obviously is a reference. So yeah, Jarvis is obviously a reference. So Jarvis is obviously a reference to Iron Man,
right? Is Iron Man or Bicentennial Man?
Jarvis is the AI in Iron Man's AI, right? Or who becomes Vision. Isn't it Jarvis?
Sounds right. I figure, Jarvis, I feel that's used a ton for I'm not sure what the origin of it is.
Anyways.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Design Huddle. The opinions expressed are solely our own and do not express the views or opinions of our employer.